I will call to order the August 4th meeting of the Park and Recreation Commission. We have an agenda with updates, but I think the primary thing here is the posting the coordinator, a couple coordinator positions. So
yes. So we're requesting to post one program coordinator position and one office coordinator position. We'll keep Melanie on as a program coordinator, so that means that we would still have to fill one of the spots, and then obviously an office coordinator as well. So if filling both of these positions, the one program coordinator and the one office coordinator, that would get us back to our base operations for full-time employees.
That would get you back to the number, right? But not, I mean, you've got the recreation position, the recreation supervisor position.
Yeah, I think for the time being, so it was always either a one or the other. So we would have a program coordinator or we would have the recreation specialist. I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge to fill that recreation specialist role. So we were going to post the program coordinator. Any questions?
Can you refresh my memory? Melanie's the person that she was office coordinator and then went for the summer into program coordinator.
That's correct. Yeah.
Do we need to do anything to officially offer her the program coordinator position?
I don't think so, because all I would have to do is update her payroll authorization form and just say that it's a permanent role, no longer a temporary role.
Okay.
And so we had posted a temporary office coordinator position. And were both of those temporary? Was that the?
So yes, that was the goal, to kind of give Mel that time to see how she fit in that role.
Okay.
So that if we decided we were going, she wanted to come back and do the office coordination, then that would give us that flexibility of going out for either of those positions. But since she's going to stay in that role as a program coordinator, then we would have to post for the office coordinator. And then we have that space from Rachel that we would need to fill for the other program coordinator.
Yeah, and you've discussed with her, and she's interested and happy to stay in the program coordinator role.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Is it, if we post for positions, we don't have to hire for them? Is that true?
That's correct.
So would it make any sense to post for both or for all three, the rec specialist, the program coordinator, and the office coordinator, and see if you get a good candidate?
I hear your thought, but that ends up confusing people, and they're not sure. Do you know what I mean? Like, if for the reality is, like, even having an office coordinator versus the program coordinator, sometimes that can be a challenge where people are like, well, I'm not sure, which one. So yeah, I think it would be detrimental to the process to throw that recreation specialist out there. Because we'll get people that will apply for that because it's more money, and then we're going to have fewer people apply for, program coordinator.
Yeah, okay.
And the current office coordinator is in position until like what, mid to end August?
Yeah, so she goes back to school, I believe, on August 16th.
Okay.
So we just have her for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Oh, so she's really short time at this point.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to be short an office coordinator likely for a few weeks.
Possibly. Things do slow down towards the end of the summer. We do have a senior tax worker that is able to help us too. So.
Okay.
Do we need to do anything? Do we need to have any other considerations before we make a motion to approve posting these?
Don't think so.
All
I
right.
don't have anything else.
All right. Well, here goes then. I will make a motion to post the program coordinator position and also post the office coordinator position.
I'll second that motion.
All right, and we'll do a roll call vote. Pete?
Yes.
Yes.
Kate?
Oh, say Kate.
Got a yes also, and I'm a yes.
Okay. So then the second step of this is creating the preliminary screening committee. So I do know with like the office coordinator that our HR director had an interest of being part of that process. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could officially put her on there, but it kind of depends on her schedule. So that's something that, I can work that out with her to see and make sure that that works. Because obviously, if somebody's committing to being on the screening committee, that, you're kind of committing to that whole process from beginning to end, especially when it comes to the interviewing part, because we score everything to make it even. So, yeah, I don't know how we want to specifically word that. But I know that she had voiced interest in being part of that process.
Would it make sense? We have a meeting next week anyway.
To create it then?
Yeah.
We can do that.
You can
Yeah.
go talk to Michelle, find out how involved she wants to be, and come back with that. Just so we have a sort of a better grip on what we're trying to do.
No, that's a great idea, Saul. Thanks.
And then how many people are normally on that screening committee?
So typically in the past, it's been like myself and Tim and one of the park commissioners. You don't want to make something so big that people get intimidated to come in and interview. But yeah, typically it's been 3 of us in the past.
And I would think, well, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what Michelle thinks, and
Okay.
and if you want to include me in a discussion with her, that's fine too.
Okay, I can do that.
Just to figure it out, but and then we can let the group know that for leading into next week's meeting that's coming up. So if anybody is either available or jumping to join the screening committee, they can
Yeah.
be prepared.
Okay. Okay. So other than the postings, since we have the new business on there, does anybody have any requests for what they would like on the agenda for the upcoming meeting? I do have to post that this week.
We should include town meeting and Shaker Lane as discussion points.
Okay.
Trying to think of maybe yeah.
And
You haven't had any follow up with school committee?
so in terms of the Shaker Lane Building Committee, I heard on our last call that the cost of building fields is included in the project.
Okay, good.
I heard it. I didn't see it written anywhere, but that's what they said. Was what was said. The other thing I know that they want to do is they were talking about having a presence at Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
And then also they were interested in the third Thursday
Coming up.
that's coming up. And I said I wasn't sure if it was going to be at, the newer facility or.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't have an answer to that quite yet. I hope by the end of the week we will.
Okay, that's what I figured. It's out of everyone's hands, unless you're probably an insurance adjuster.
Yeah. I mean, it's been kind of crazy. They were replacing all the panels on the ceilings and everything today. So they're in here, they're working, they're getting stuff done.
Okay. Yeah, there's a Say Yes committee that's been formed. Some, citizens are really pushing forward, and they want to have a presence at both Third Thursday and Oktoberfest.
Okay, I will pass that on to Tim so that he knows that. Is it the Say Yes group, or is it the building committee that wants to be?
They're the ones
Okay.
driving a lot of this.
Okay.
Trying to get the community involved in asking questions.
Yeah, I did also hear that at least the current plan, and this is something we should confirm makes the most sense, is to put in 2 diamonds, not a diamond and a couple of soccer fields.
Yeah, we definitely talked about that.
So I assume that's 1 softball and 1 baseball, but I don't know that for sure. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that was fully solidified. Yes. Yeah, or not. I do recall seeing, I think fixing maybe the diamond where it is, but then they started talking about leaching fields and all this. So I got confused, to be honest with you. But 1 diamond where the current Shaker Lane building is, that the plan is, if it all moves forward, to rip that down. And then I don't know if they were thinking like a small 9v9, 5v5 type of field, or what exactly. So I'd have to see the images again. But I know they are trying to get finalized numbers by the end of this month to be able to go to town with actual numbers.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to have a conversation. I know Tim has been talking to Steve Mark about some of this stuff. So it'd be interesting to see what numbers they have in place for that field work.
And then has there been any discussion in terms of Camp T access space? So
yeah, we want to have that conversation. I mean, we've gotten the yeah, sure, you're going to be there, but I don't know what that looks like, but yeah.
So I think that would be either reaching out to school committee and having that discussion, or if you, I don't know if that goes through Stephen and Ms. Kane or sort of where that decision gets made. So
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of an interesting piece because it's like, yes, something could come from the school committee, but at the same time, the principal and facilities manager, obviously they're going to have, input. So it's not as simple as just like, oh, have one conversation with one person and then it's like good to go.
Right.
There's other people. So it might be good. I think I had mentioned this, Saul, to you before, that it might be good to have like maybe you and Kate and meet with somebody from the school board, and then also, some of these other individuals, just to kind of have a conversation based off of, those questions. What does this look like? Can we get some solidified answers on, what the future may look like? That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that. So yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I can reach out
Do
to
you want
Justin.
to set that up?
I think they reconvene after the school year starts back up.
That makes sense.
I think that's my understanding anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I can reach out to Justin and just start the conversation and
Yeah, that'd be good.
see what he has to say.
Okay.
I assume he's still chair. I didn't pay attention
I believe
after the
so.
elections.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That is all I have, my friends. So
Okay.
you may adjourn if you so choose.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I will second that.
Motion to adjourn. Kate,
Yes.
Peter,
Yep.
and I'm a yes as well. We are adjourned. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.